What's good, guys? Today I'll be doing my last FPL video before the season starts, and I'll be looking into 5 different FPL forward variations. And for me, these are pretty much the only 5 variations that you can consider, because I mean, if you don't use even one of them, you're probably not gonna get a good score at least in the first game week. So yeah, I finished top 500,000 in 2 seasons in a row, so you can probably trust me, and I'm definitely looking to finish even higher this season. So let's start off with the first variation. This is the first variation, and it's the only one that doesn't include Haaland. So don't click off the video, you're gonna see a lot of Haaland in this video. But if you don't go for Haaland, it's a huge risk, to be honest. But if you decide for some reason that you don't want to have Haaland and you want to have better, like lots of good players that cost a lot of money and you can't get them in with also including Haaland, then this is probably the attacking trio that you'll be looking at. I went for Isak, Thiago, and João Pedro. João Pedro just had an amazing preseason. Igor Thiago showed what he's capable of last season, and I think he's gonna continue that form into this season, even though he didn't have a great World Cup. But I don't think that was his time to shine, because the Brazil team isn't really his thing. Doesn't really play like them. So yeah. And also Isak. I think in the World Cup he was very good. Last season he struggled with injuries, but this season I think he's gonna have a breakthrough season, and he's definitely gonna have a better season than last season for sure. Unless he has another injury, which is likely, but it's not. I think I'm willing to take the risk to have him in, but I'm not sure yet. Okay, next variation. So this one is also, for me, actually not as good as the ones coming up, but it's not bad. Like, it's a risk, to be honest. This one does include Haaland, and I've also kept Thiago for this one, but I've also brought in Igor Jesus. That's a very big risk, considering the preseason he's having. He had a decent preseason, but then now he's not scored anymore in his last games. But last season he was not that great, but it's looking like he has a very good form. So it's a risk, but it's worth taking, to be honest. He doesn't cost that much, only 6 million. But there's different, and for me, better options for 6 million you can go for. So next variation. This one also includes Igor Jesus, and the other two are João Pedro and Haaland. João Pedro, obviously a great preseason, and he was also decent last season as well. And he didn't get called up to World Cup, so I think he's willing to give his all, and he's well rested as well. And he had an amazing preseason, so definitely you probably have to get him in if you want to finish very high this season. Yeah, Igor Jesus and Haaland already talked about. They're both. Igor Jesus is a big risk, but Haaland is definitely a must-have, to be honest. Oh well, I guess you don't have to have him, but it's a very big risk to not have him, because pretty much everyone owns him. So yeah. Let's go on to the fourth variation. This variation is one that I've seen a lot, to be honest. It includes Brian Brobby, João Pedro, and Erling Haaland. Yeah, Brobby had a decent World Cup, and also he's having a decent preseason, so definitely one to look out for. And last season he was decent, to be honest. So yeah, I don't think it's that big of a risk to get him, because I think the first game is against Ipswich, so that should show you if he is gonna have a decent season. Well, it might not, but it's not like a top side to face, and I think if he performs in that, then he might have a decent season, to be honest. We'll have to look forward to that, and yeah, let's go on to the last variation. This one is probably my favorite, and also this pretty much has no risk at all. Calvert-Lewin, amazing preseason, like just a player who's always decent. Last season he got 15 goals. I think I saw like 2 of them maybe, but again he scores a lot, and he's just a player that brings you a lot of points. So that's a very good one. Also, only 6 million is his value, which is the same as Igor Jesus, and I would definitely recommend picking Calvert-Lewin over Igor Jesus. So yeah, the other one, Saros, João Pedro, Haaland. Again, for me, top 2 strikers this season to have. Also, João Pedro's price is just like, it's only 7.5 million. I thought he should at least have like maybe 8 million. I wouldn't even be surprised if he had if his price tag would be 8.5 million. But yeah, this is it for today, and let's see. Pick one of them. Maybe you can change a bit with some of them, but I think these are probably the 5 best variations you can go for. Unless you want to like replace Igor Jesus with I don't know, Calvert-Lewin or Brian Brobby for one of these variations. So yeah, this is it for today. Bye.